Happy 4th of July. So, plot twist, it is storming outside, and I did not foresee that. I thought this morning we were going to do pool stuff, and then this afternoon we would do stuff around here, but that's not how it happened. And so now my parents are up here, and my dad and the big girls are playing air hockey in the basement. My mom is helping me fold laundry, and yeah, it's just, I mean, a cozy Saturday, I guess. So I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I don't even know if it's cold out. I haven't been outside. I'm sure it's not cold, but I feel the need to be cozy again. So I have my patriotic earrings, my Disney sweatshirt, and we'll just see how this day plays out. We are planning to still grill tonight. I think this is just going to be the morning. I don't really know, but I also learned another fun fact this morning. One, I don't have my books near me, so that's unfortunate. But fun fact, I made chocolate chip muffins for my husband yesterday. He is our only chocolate lover. Me and the girls don't love chocolate at all. And so I made him chocolate chip muffins, and he ate one or two yesterday as like snacks. And then he ate one this morning, and he was like, why are they blue on the inside? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I've made these muffins 1,000 times. They're sourdough, and like I've made them so many times, and they're like, I mean, they're blue. They're blue. I will put in a video or a picture or something if I haven't already, but they are blue. And so we did some Googling, and I learned I put sunflower butter in them because I got like a Walmart delivery or something that they subbed it in, and I didn't have time to approve it or whatever. So we got sunflower butter. None of us really like sunflower butter. So I put it in there thinking it would just kind of match the flavor. Well, apparently sunflower butter reacts with baking soda. And so over time it will turn a darker shade of blue and green. So that's weird. They said it's completely safe and everything's fine, but they look gross. Like they look awful. And he was like, are we going to serve these tomorrow? Like when my parents are here and stuff. And I was like, well, now definitely not. So that's a fun fact, but I'm going to pause. Well, I'll tell you about the first book, that I have something to say about. So we are talking about The Shippers. So now that I have picked this, a bunch of you guys are voting and saying The Locked Door. So I'm going to try to squeeze that in regardless here soon. But I picked The Shippers, and I'm really liking this. I'm maybe 2/3 of the way through. It's a very typical Catherine Center. So if you like Catherine Center, I think you'll like this. If you don't, then you won't. And I would not say this is her best. This is one I'm really enjoying it while I'm in it, but it's not one that like you can't put down. So this one is about our main character, and like the story I'm saying, I can't remember. JoJo is her name. She is engaged. Like in the opening scene, she's engaged. It's her wedding day, and her childhood best friend Cooper, it said he was not coming, and then he shows up. And he was kind of like against the whole wedding thing. He doesn't think the guy is the right guy for her or whatever. And so he comes, and it's just enough to like make her think, you know, you're right. This is not the right situation. So she calls off her wedding. And simultaneously, her sister was also planning a wedding. So now her sister is having a wedding on a cruise ship. And there's a couple things going on. So JoJo has had a lifetime of like not really committing to anybody or anything. And they think her sister's like has a psychology degree. And so she thinks that the reason why is because her first kiss like imprinted on her, and now she can't get over her first kiss. Well, the guy that was her first kiss is going to be on the cruise boat for the wedding. And so they have this whole plan to kiss him again and see like, can we kind of break this, you know, make it so she's ready to commit again. So that's the whole plan. However, Cooper is also on the ship, and Cooper was her childhood best friend. Nothing ever happened or anything, but he knows her in and out, and is just a cinnamon roll for her. And so you know where it's going. The beginning of the book is Catherine Center, like an author's note from Catherine Center saying, like, why do people read romance when you know how it's going to end? You know it's an HEA. Like, and she said that's really comforting for her, and it's like the journey of love, and that's very much what this book is. You know exactly how it's going to end, because the guy that was her first kiss, I can't remember what his name is, Kit or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know if it says, but no, it doesn't say his name. But he is I mean, it's not a love triangle because he's not even a contender in this. And so you know what's going to happen, but it's sweet. I like our main character. She's quirky. She's fun. She's kind of the same kind of thing that Catherine Center always does. This does get a little descriptive in the lustiness. There's not like steamy scenes necessarily, but there's a lot of lustiness and it gets a little descriptive. So if that's a hard pass for you, then this will not be the book for you. But otherwise, language-wise and stuff, it's pretty clean. There's a little bit, but anyway, I have also started my ebook, so I'm going to go get that and I'll tell you about it. Okay, I don't know if you can hear the thunder rolling and like I feel like it's getting darker and darker, but I have started Lying Next to Me by Greg Olson, and I am reading this mostly on Kindle Unlimited. I'm curious. I didn't see it in the physical copy, but I'm going to look. There's like a prologue. Oh yeah, talking about the female giant Pacific octopus and how it like dominates things and how like the females are bigger and stronger and all that kind of stuff. And that's like the prologue. And then we're getting the perspective from a man named Adam, who I guess he and his daughter were out on a boat and literally saw somebody abduct his wife. And so he freaked out, and like they're at this like lake house, you know, it's not their normal resident where they know the neighbors and all that kind of stuff. And so they're trying to figure out who took his wife and why. Then we're also getting the perspective of the female detective who Adam knows because he was best friends with her brother. And so they've known each other for a long time. I think it's not necessarily friendly, but whatever, it's fine. And then we're also getting another perspective of somebody who I'm not sure how he's connected yet. And so, we're just trying to figure out, I don't know what the title means. I don't know what the octopus thing is. I'm only like maybe 10% of the way in. We're getting Connor's perspective. He is staying in one of the cabins nearby. So I don't know how he's involved, but he's the other perspective. So I think that's the only three perspectives we have. But the chapters here are like maybe 5 pages, which is really great. I'm still loving like reading on my phone, which is crazy, but I love it because it's infinite scroll. And so I read really quickly that way. But I also am really enjoying reading this physically. So 2 reads that are both good things going on. So let me know how your 4th was, I guess, because you'll see this after the fact. But for now, we're just kind of hanging tight, waiting for the rain to stop, and so we can do stuff. But I'll check in later and keep you posted. Hey everyone, so it's now like 4:00 and it has been rainstorm after rainstorm after rainstorm. So we have not been able to go outside, and it's 60 degrees, 62, something like that. And so like I said earlier, I was wearing a sweatshirt and I was like, I'm not even sure if it's cold. Well, it's chilly. So we're not doing any of the pool stuff. The girls wanted to do we have like a water slide thing that is outside, and they didn't get to do that. So it's been a weird day, but my dad has been downstairs playing air hockey and kitchen and doing all the things. So it's been a fun day. And foosball. Oh my goodness. Okay. So air hockey, foosball, and that kind of stuff. So, cause we got tabletop versions of all of those from our neighbor. And so, yeah, I guess, thank goodness my parents are up here, because otherwise it would have been a boring day. And I think we probably would have gotten crabby at each other, but laundry is done. And I don't know what else we did this morning. But anyway, I'm here because it's 4:00 and I am almost done with the shippers, but I'll talk about that later. My daughter, my 6-year-old, is needing to draw because she drew 5 cards, and she picked 3 of this Party Diary series, plus Who Was Babe Ruth, plus Anna Hibiscus, right? Uh-huh. Okay, so what was your favorite?
The Party Diaries. It's called A Fairy Tale Puppy Picnic.
Why is this your favorite?
Because I love puppies.
Yeah, that would be fun. So is she having a picnic with a bunch of puppies?
Yeah, but then they think it's got stormed out.
Oh, but it doesn't? Or don't spoil it.
I don't know.
You don't know yet because she's not completely done with this. So this has been her favorite, which really surprised me because she was reading Who Was Babe Ruth, and she was giving us so many facts that we didn't know. But why was that one not your favorite?
He was smoking and he was kind of naughty.
She said he was smoking and he was kind of naughty. So I think he definitely was, huh? Okay, let's pick. Do you want to do 5 more?
1.
No, more than 1. You can do 3 or 5. Which do you want? 3? Okay. So we've got
An ace.
no, an ace. So she's got a free pick. Okay.
Another ace. And queen.
A queen
And a 3.
and a 3. Okay, so a free pick. And then to get 5 points, you have to do one set outside of the North America, or of North America, yes.
What one?
So for 5 points, it would be set outside of North America. And for your 3, it has to be written the year you were born. So what year were you born?
2020.
Okay, so we've got a 2020 and outside the United States and a free pick. So I'm going to help her find some books and we'll be right back. So she has picked, for her free pick, she's picking the Party Diaries Top Secret Anniversary. So there's 5 books and this will be her 4th. Do you want to say it?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. And then for her written in 2020, you're picking
Isidore Moon has a sleepover.
Isadora Moon Has a Sleepover. Have we read this one?
I don't think so.
So Isadora Moon, this is a series about a girl who is half fairy, half vampire, right?
Yeah.
And she lives in a fantastical world and like where she's like in this limbo, but she doesn't fit in the fantasy or in the fairy world. She doesn't fit in the vampire world, and so she tries her hand at the human world, and so there's that. So this one was published in 2020, and then for outside of the country, you're doing
Isidore Moon has a birthday.
And this is the same series. Obviously this is a ongoing series, and I don't know how many books are in it, but it's a lot. And like I said, it's set in a fantastical world, but the author is also from the UK, so even if it's a reality world kind of, but these are very cute. So those are her next 3 picks. My other daughter still has a few to go, so we'll check in. I think we'll do it that way instead of reviewing every single book they read. Just every time they pick a new batch, then they'll tell you their favorite. And so yeah, now you're free to go. Here, you take these. And what? Gum? Yeah, you can have gum. And then I'm going to update you on the shippers because I am so close to done, like 20 minutes from done. So I'm going to pretend as if I'm done and say that I really liked this book. You guys, I love like First Love, Second Chance. This is not necessarily First Love, Second Chance because they were just childhood besties, but I love A Cinnamon Roll Hero, and I just love the way this story played out. Our main character was good. Again, like I said, this is a book that I'm fully in it when I'm reading it. It's not one that you can't put down because you know exactly how it's going to go, but it was still thoroughly entertaining. I would say strong 3.5, maybe 4 stars. So yeah, and again, pretty closed door, pretty mild on language. There's a little bit like lustiness and a little bit of language, but not much. And so for me, I really, really liked this. I also, so the like main love interest, his name is Cooper, and that's my nephew's name, which is really weird. But also my nephew is just the sweetest, squishiest little guy. And so it just reminds me like of him in the future. So anywho, that is, every time I say anywho, my kids correct me and say it's anyhow, but that is everything reading wise. So now I'm going to go downstairs and finish a workout because this morning my baby woke up, and normally I take her then for a walk, but it was rainy and my hip situation has not been good. So and so if I don't take her, then usually my husband can like protect that time and hang out with her for a little bit. But this morning he brought her down like hiccup sobbing, and so I had to stop and hang out with her for a while. She just needed some time. And so now my parents are in the basement playing with the girls, and I'm gonna go down there and do a little lifting and finish my workout. You can see there's like jazz hands, crazy hands going on over here, but finish that, and then we're gonna try to still grill. It's just like sprinkling now, but we'll see. I mean, my husband did a lot of work to get the grill all gussied back up after the earthquake shift. And so I think we're still going to grill, but it's a weird 4th of July. We watched soccer and we filled out brackets, and I picked Algeria to win the whole thing because, one, I'm all there for an upset. Two, we have a globe, and it's like one of the interactive globes. So you have this little thing, and it plays as the country's national anthem. And my girls, specifically my oldest, from the time she was like little, she would carry it around busting out Algeria's national anthem, to the point that like we can all still sing Algeria's national anthem. So I was really hoping. So that didn't happen. But then my 6-year-old here, she picked Canada to win it all. And today those dreams died. So I think it's just my oldest. I don't know. I can't remember who she picked. But she's beating us in the bracket. So
I think she picked USA, maybe.
She picked USA. I don't think she picked USA. I do think she picked like Argentina or somebody that is the wise pick. But so we watched some soccer. Maybe gonna watch some more soccer. Definitely gonna watch some Royals. We will try to do whatever fireworks we can in the rain. The good news is we don't have to stay up super late because it's so cloudy. It's already kind of dark, so that's great. So yeah, I don't know if you'll hear me talking again, but you'll kind of see how the rest of our night goes. And if I don't talk to you, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Everyone, just a quick update before bed. I was outside while the girls did parachute fireworks. If you guys have not seen those, they're the best because they shoot up in the air. They make one like bang, and then they release 2 parachutes, and so then the girls go and chase them. And the wind was having a hard time. It was a whole bunch went on our house, and then some in our trees. So yeah, we did that, and then a couple more, and then a couple of the kids got scared, so we came inside, and I stayed in with the kids and read, watched the Royals, and watched the fireworks out the window. So it's been a fun night. My parents are just leaving, and we're gonna get everybody showered and to bed. So thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow.